This is the Future of Automotive with Steve Greenfield.
Welcome back to the latest episode of the Future of Automotive on CBT News, where we put recent automotive and mobility news into the context of the broader themes impacting the industry. I'm Steve Greenfield from Automotive Ventures, and I'm really glad that you could join us. This week, we have a special guest joining us on the show to discuss a recent transaction in the AutoTech landscape. This company just happens to also be the winner of the very first NAVIcon Cup 3 years ago. Late last month, it was announced that TrueSpot, the trailblazing real-time location services company, raised a round of strategic investment from DMS provider Reynolds and Reynolds. On the back of that news, let's welcome TrueSpot's founder and CEO, Mike Hanna, to the show. Mike, it's great to see you again, and congratulations on this significant fundraising round.
Great to see you again, and yeah, thank you so much. It's super exciting.
Well, first question, do you still have the NAVIcon Cup?
Absolutely. It's in the middle of our trophy case, surrounded by our patent plaques. It's the coolest trophy in the history of cups, outside the Stanley Cup, I would say.
Outside the Stanley Cup. Good. I'm glad you still have it. Make sure you keep that thing shined up at all times.
Oh, yeah.
You never know when you're going to need it. So, let's dive in. Great to see you. TrueSpot made big news 2 weeks ago with your announcement of both a strategic partnership and growth capital from Reynolds and Reynolds. Tell us a little bit more about this investment and how you expect it'll impact your business going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're super excited. Reynolds is a great company, great guys. We've gotten to know them really well through the years, and obviously through the process of the investment and everything that goes with that. So the capital is one thing. It allows us to take our location and our location intelligence services and really start to expand those throughout the automotive ecosystem. And so we're super excited about that and just growing the business and being able to drive growth there. And then Reynolds itself, I mean, just obviously with the breadth and depth of the services that Reynolds has, our ability to integrate and partner with them and go to market, we think is going to be significantly impactful for our business. So we're super excited about that. And just teaming with them has been just absolutely exciting and a pleasure.
That's great. Well, we'll tell our audience a little bit about TrueSpot.
Yeah, so TrueSpot is, and you kind of mentioned a little bit, a pioneer in real-time location services and also location intelligence. And so we, at a base level, we started out tracking cars and keys for dealerships, so you can find them anywhere they're at, on lot, off lot. But really, the power is using that location to drive intelligent operation. So it's not just about where something's at; it's about where it's at in process. It's about the exceptions that go with that. And as we continue to grow within the automotive space, it's really cool to see how location intelligence, we believe, is going to be the transformation to operations at dealerships, big and small.
That's great. So let's circle back to the fundraising. So I'm certain a lot goes into a fundraising process like this one. What can you share about what that process was like?
Yeah, well, I think first, be patient, be perseverant. It never happens as quickly as you think it will. And there's a lot of complexities with it. So I think, from our perspective, and being an automotive primarily as our, my watch, being an automotive and working with a strategic partner, a lot of different partners through the ecosystem, a lot of figuring out how our solutions fit, integrate with theirs. Was a key part of that. And so there's lots of moving parts to that, even obviously with Reynolds, with lots of products and solutions within their portfolio. So working through all of that diligently, be patient. And I would say that's the key things that we learned or worked through the process.
That's great. Good to know. And I'm sure, you have a very attractive business. I'm sure you had a lot of dance partners, so to speak. How did you end up deciding on Reynolds as an eventual partner? And what did you like about them specifically that made them stand out?
Yeah, for sure. So, lots of discussions, through the years, and lots of, interesting opportunities for partnership and investment. And Reynolds, I think, interestingly, and it goes back to a little bit of the breadth of services that they have and how TrueSpot integrates with those. So from key track, from key machines to DMS and fixed op solutions. And so TrueSpot at a platform level enables all of those things to work better and faster and more efficiently. And so with Reynolds, with that breadth of portfolio, it makes sense for how we can partner and integrate within the Reynolds portfolio for one. And then I think as we went through that process and really got to know the team there, just great guys, and I think culture fit. It was really a strong culture fit, and all those things are really important as from your perspective, kind of from a dance partner who you're dancing with, and so we're super excited about kind of how all those things fit together really well.
Outstanding, outstanding. So you guys have had a great year, a lot of momentum in the business. As you look back on 2023, give us some of the highlights for TrueSpot over the course of the year.
Yeah, so probably one of the biggest, obviously, the Reynolds partnership and the investment there. And then one of the things, and not specific to automotive, but I think it belies the technology of TrueSpot, is that we have now rolled out and we're live in multiple hospitals that are using our location services and location intelligence. So we ventured and stood up a new company in healthcare. So we're doing that. So that was a big pioneer, a big inflection point for us as a business. But I think in automotive, and kind of portending a little bit to NADA, we'll have some announcements. We're really becoming kind of an operational layer from an automotive perspective. So some big dealer groups that we're working with, as well as other partners in the ecosystem that are taking advantage of what we built and pioneered from location services. So some of those relationships take a really long time, and I think we'll start to culminate and see announcements at NADA next year of some of those things that we've accomplished this year.
Well, that's great. So let's go there. I mean, we're only now like a month and a half away from NADA, but what products and information are you most excited to share with dealers as we gear up for NADA?
Yeah, so super excited. From our perspective, from a location and the ability to easily plug and play and deploy location and location intelligence services at dealerships. So we're really going to be talking more about our AccuFind platform. So we have multiple patents, and we think we really pioneered something special there. So talking more about that, how easy it is to deploy and operationalize location, but then taking that to the next level and really realizing the location intelligence that helps you drive operations much more efficiently. And then kind of belying all of that is the partnerships and the integrations. So we see a lot of really cool things of how we're going to be enabling the ecosystem to deliver location services to more and more dealers. And so we're super excited about that. Can't wait to make some of those announcements and meet a lot of potentially people here. Come see us at NADA. I'd love to talk and learn more about your business, but then share a little bit more about what is this location thing and how can this actually transform my business. And it's quite astounding when you start to look at kind of the return on investment impacts of what location intelligence can do for automotive dealers.
Outstanding, outstanding. So looking longer term, what's next for TrueSpot beyond NADA, and what are some of the more exciting automotive trends that you're watching closely?
Yeah, it's a great question. So from our perspective, it's really interesting. I think automotive dealers are always kind of at the very front end of just anything as it relates to the economy, right? Interest rates rise, consumer confidence, all of these things kind of. So we're always the bellwether, I think, as far as what are the trends and kind of for better or for worse on that. So obviously watching macroeconomy closely. Inventory from a dealership perspective is key for us. The more assets dealers have, the more they really need our services to help drive operations and efficiency and workflow that relates to that. So a lot of time spent just trying to understand the macro as well. And for us, was really adapting our services from a capability perspective, from a pricing perspective, making sure we're adapting with the market as the market changes.
Very cool, very cool. Well, thanks. I mean, tell the audience a little bit about yourself. When you're not working, where can we find you?
Yeah, so as you know, so typically really busy as a founder of the company, growing and all that. But I would say primarily I have 3 kids, and they have full lives of their own,
Right.
And that always finds me at a football stands, in a basketball arena, or at a volleyball match. Those things, volleyball especially, seem to take all day, all weekend sometimes. So I get a lot of work done at those. But basically with the family and the community, staying busy and trying to keep track of everything that's going on with the family. So.
Well, that's outstanding. Mike, thank you for taking time today. I know you're really busy. We are looking forward to seeing you at NADA on the show floor. Congratulations to you and the entire TrueSpot team on such a significant fundraising round.
Awesome. Thank you, Steven, and thank you for having me. It's great to be here and great to see you.
Great. Thanks, Mike. So with that, let's transition to our companies to watch. Every week we highlight interesting companies in the automotive technology space to keep an eye on. If you read my weekly Intel report, delivered to your email inbox on Mondays, I showcase a couple of companies to watch, and we take the opportunity here on this segment to share those companies with you. Today, our new company to watch is Silent Falcon UAS Technologies. Silent Falcon is a fascinating company that leverages drone technology to inspect airport runways. Many of their team members are former fighter pilots and learn to fly on small, don't-have-any-money airports. They aim to help pilots, airports, managers, and departments of transportation with solutions that leverage the power of remote sensing and AI. By fusing the power of artificial intelligence with their expertise in drone aerial mapping, they aim to create highly accurate digital twins that provide a real-time insight and comprehensive simulations of complex infrastructures and pavement. These digital replicas enable stakeholders to make data-driven decisions, identify vulnerabilities, and streamline operations. Their patented AI, combined with experienced engineers, reduce pavement management costs by 30% to 60%. The goal is to improve airport safety while making inspections more accurate, consistent, and cost-efficient. Silent Falcon also yields more timely data, further reducing costs and increasing safety. If you'd like to learn more about Silent Falcon, you can check out their website at silentfalconuas.com. So that's it for this week's Future of Automotive segment. If you're an AutoTech entrepreneur working on a solution that helps car dealerships, we want to hear from you. We are actively investing out of our dealer fund. If you're interested in joining our investment club to make direct investments into AutoTech and mobility startups, please join. There's no obligation to start seeing our deal flow, and we continue to have attractive investment deals available to our members. Don't forget to check out my book, The Future of Automotive Retail, which is available on Amazon.com, and keep an eye out for my new book, The Future of Mobility, which will be out by the end of the year. Thanks as always for your ongoing support. We look forward to working closely together with you to create the future of this industry. Thanks for tuning into CBT News for this week's Future of Automotive segment, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching The Future of Automotive with Steve Greenfield.